Hey guys, what's going on? It's Meat Wagon, and just thought I'd bring you a short little video here. I just actually got home from work, and it's blazing hot today. I was outside all day. I came in my office, turned the ceiling fan on. I wanted to do just a short little PC spec video for you guys, okay? I'm going to show you the PC. I'll show you the insides. I'll list the specs in the description. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking about it because I just finished it up, and yesterday, last night, Monday night, we did our first PC Zombies game, and everything went really good with the exception of I missed a couple of settings, and what it did, it gave me that Fraps, the recording software lag and freeze, and the audio got out of sync because I forgot to turn off my new antivirus program. It actually scans every file that downloads or appears a new file on the computer. And so every time a Fraps file would stop and start a new one, it's paused to scan that file before it started the new one. So you guys are going to have to, bear with me through this next video because there is audio lag. It's about a second or two. It gets worse as the video goes on, but it's a really good video. You can see that now I got a little bit better computer. My connection is a little stronger through this gigabit LAN connector that comes on the ASUS motherboard. I thought I'd go ahead and point Horror up a little bit myself. Maybe kill Horror too, headshot Horror, all of it. It's called Junkyard. Zombies Junkyard. You guys are not going to want to miss it. It's a really bright map. It's outside in a junkyard. It won't be too many episodes long, but a lot of action. Running around all on my own with the guys, just doing all kinds of fun stuff. It's a really good map. Anyway, I'm just going to cut away here for a second, spin the camera around, and move over to the PC. Go over that briefly. Again, I'll list the specs in the description. And you guys really bear with me on this thing. I fixed it now. I didn't know that was going to be out of sync last night, but now that I saw that it was after I recorded everything. It's not the end of the world, but it's a good video. You guys are going to definitely want to see that. So I'll be right back as soon as I turn this camera around, all right? So stay where you're at. Okay. All right, guys, so we're back here, and now I'm on the back side of the camera. Here's the side view. I forgot to tell you guys, this thing is a beast. I even named it the Beast. Look how big this is. Look, watch this. That monitor next to it, that's a 32-inch monitor, to give you an idea of just how big that thing is. So that's my rendering computer over there, and that's my monitor for using the consoles, and then that right there is my gaming monitor. It's a 23-inch. So it's just real quick, like I said, it's a Corsair case. It's got the drive bays here, the removable drive bays. It's pretty nice if you got a lot of different options you're doing with your hard drives. 2 USB 3.0s on the front, which is unique to this motherboard that I got, this ASUS motherboard. It came with that, which is really nice setup. Your basic, I got a Samsung Blu-ray player, all your media cards, and, some USB and my audio in and outputs up top. Let me set this camera down here. I'm doing this kind of quick because, like I said, I just got home from work. I am just famished. You can see it on my face. I've been wearing my sunglasses all day out in the sun, sweating. I want to jump in the shower before I do anything, but I wanted to get this video out because right after this, I'm going to start posting that junkyard map. And I wanted to get this out first, kind of explaining the audio lag. Anyway, look at this. Look at the size. This right here, this whole unit here, this is my heatsink for the CPU. It's a Thermaltake. I don't know if it's going to focus, but it's a Thermaltake Frio. It's got dual fans on either side. It's pretty beastly. I mean, look how big that is. It literally sticks out all the way to the side of the case. You can kind of get a view of the fan in the back and just how big that heatsink is. I mean, it's gigantic. Literally had to bolt through the motherboard to the back side, and there's support brackets on the back side because it's so big and heavy. You can see all the cooling fins and everything up inside there. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, let's see if we can get a look down here. Right here with the red stripe, you can barely, I know it's really dark in there in my My window is actually shining the wrong way, but that is a Thermaltake 1050 watt gold power supply. It's got it's all modular, so whatever cables you're not using, whatever, you know, power cables you're not going to use, normally you have to wind them all up down there and it looks like a, you know, a mess, a snake pit or something, but you can just unplug them and stow them away somewhere else if you're not actually using that cable. So it's kind of a trick little setup. All right, so I guess real quick, I start with the CPU. I went with the Sandy Bridge, the Intel i7 2600K. After doing a lot of research, a ton of research, I figured that this would be the best gaming setup, and as far as me doing video rendering and things of that sort. So i7 2600K, I went with the ASUS motherboard. It's the P67 platform. It's pretty beastly. Again, I'll have the exact spec numbers down in the description. I got, you know, 8 gigs of Corsair RAM, and what else? Oh, GTX 580. Here we go. I'll show you that. GTX 580, 3 gigabyte version DDR5, which is pretty nice. I think that graphics card right there is going to last me, you know, a long time into the future. Why is this camera crooked? Anyway, so I mean, basically. Overview, that's, you know, look how big this case is though. Look at all the extra room. Can you see like all the extra room that I have in there to work with? And this case, this Corsair Obsidian case, makes it real easy. You actually feed the wires. I don't know if you can see that. You feed the wires back in through these little pockets, and it hides all the cabling in its own little area. I've got a 120 gigabyte Intel SSD drive, using that as my root drive and a boot drive, meaning it's fast boot up, and I got my operating system on there. I've got 2 750 gigabyte Western Digital hard drives set up in a RAID 0 array for extra performance. And you know, the motherboard has got a ton of stuff on it, but I'll put it in the description what it is. You guys can look it up if you're really curious. But it is the new 1155 socket, the new platform for the 2nd generation of Intel processors, and it's got the new BIOS replacement. What's going to be the future? It's not going to be BIOS anymore. It's going to be what they call it, VRM. No, not that. DigiVRM is another feature of this board. EFI. That's the replacement for the BIOS. Again, I'm beat tired right now, but I want to get this video out for you guys. So anyway, that's it. That's the computer, and I just love that heatsink. That's like my favorite part of this whole thing, how big it is, the big old fans on it. But again, please excuse the audio lag and the freezing on the game you're going to see, but it's a really good game. You guys are going to want to watch every single part, and you're gonna laugh at the end just how imbalanced the scores are when I decide to step it up a little bit. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, specs will be in the description, and watch the video. I'll be uploading it here pretty quick. Talk to you guys soon. Later.